Okay, well, my goodness, we are at the bottom of the hour, and time to get this call underway. I'd like to welcome everybody across North America and, yes, other parts of the world to our Monday night leadership call, called Millionaires in Training, or the MIT call for short. And this is a call where we generally discuss the higher level concepts for prosperity, the skill sets, the habits, disciplines, the reference points that are required to become successful, really in any venture, in particular here at ZJ International in network distribution. So if you're one of our team members online tonight, a special welcome to you and a warm welcome to any guests on the call tonight. I do want to frame up that if you've been invited to this call and have not yet had any exposure to ZJ or the product line, the company, have no concern. This particular call is not focused on the company specifically or the product. We do a product-specific call each and every Wednesday. And as well, the person who invited you this evening will gladly answer all of your questions and direct you to the appropriate information to ensure that you've got what you need requiring product knowledge or anything to do with ZJ International as a company. This call we focus in on leadership concepts and things that really separate those who move ahead and achieve a six-figure income annually or multiples of that six figures, and those who aspire to much, much greater levels of success, who are looking for a six-figure or multiple six-figure monthly income. And I can tell you that there was a time here at ZJ just a few years ago where we didn't talk much about monthly six-figure incomes because that was not being achieved. But I tell you today, that is something that we can talk about. And obviously there will be many more people that will be earning six figures or multiple six figures monthly going forward. And so again, if you're one of our team leaders or existing distributors, welcome. If you're a guest online, hopefully this call will give you a little bit of insight as to the training and the support and some of the mentoring / leadership that you can expect being a part of ZJ International. For those of you that haven't met me, my name is David Moses. I'm speaking to you from my home office here in Toronto, Canada. Good to be back home, I can tell you, after this past weekend. And although we've had a lot of success this weekend in events around the country, some of which I attended, some of which I missed, there's a lot going on in ZJ International. As I stand here today and project this conference call from my home, I can tell you that there's probably 2, 3, 4, maybe even as much as 500 other events, individual events, going on right now as we speak on this call in 20, 30 different countries around the world. That's an amazing concept when you think about it. When you think about the fact that you and I can be on a telephone right here. I'm in my home, you're in your home. Some people are in their cars right now. Others are in farming communities. Some are in big cities. Another person might be in an apartment, another person in a condo. Some people sitting in their home office with a few friends maybe. And while we're doing this conference call, thousands, tens of thousands of other people that are part of our team, part of our organization, in other countries, in multiple languages, are also providing training, leadership, presentation, all of which to help market, great health, nutrition, lifestyle, financial freedom, personal development, and so forth. And I think that's maybe a good foundation for this call to really paint the picture of what it is that we do here, what it is that we can achieve for ourselves, for our family, but more importantly, what it is that we do that we can then give to others. We can empower others, inspire others, move others, help others develop, bring out the best in other people. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what our business is all about. The business of person-to-person marketing, the business of network distribution. It is not a business of sales. It is a business of developing other people, developing leaders, and helping others develop leaders. That's the true business. Now, if a person is looking to make an extra couple $100 a month, an extra $500 a month part-time supplemental income, which, by the way, will change most people's lives in North America. That's enough money to make the difference between owning a home and not owning a home. Absolutely. That an extra $500 would have averted the entire financial crisis for a lot of people. I mean, they would not have lost their homes. So it may not seem like a lot of money, but it is a great deal of money to most people. For people that are looking for that, that's not too difficult to accomplish. Marketing our products and just sharing the vision with a few people on a very part-time basis. I mean, when you break it down, we're talking about $125 a week extra money. I mean, let's break it down further. We're talking an extra $25 a day on a 5-day work week. We're talking about maybe just a little bit of effort, a little bit of work part-time each day to generate $25 in profit. It's not that difficult. There is a path, a system to do that. But if we start talking about developing the higher level incomes, which is what this call is about, a 6-figure annual income, putting us into the category of the top 5% or maybe even the top 1% of people, then it becomes obvious to everybody on this call that we do need to employ and develop other skills, other disciplines that we consistently apply each and every day to achieve that. I'm here to tell you, from my own personal experience of many years in this industry, I'm 51 years old now, I can tell you that it is my absolute firm belief that everybody has the underlying ability to create success. Success is not limited to certain people or a few people. It is open, it is available to any and everybody who is willing to be coachable, who has the desire, who is driven. They're motivated, they have a strong why, whatever that why is. It could be the future for our children. It could be for things that we want in life, that we want to contribute, whatever that is. If you have that in place, then what we need to do to actually achieve it, to get there, is actually pretty mechanical. It's doable. So long as you have a good company, you're with the right team, you have the right coach, you have training, you have support, then it's very, very doable. Now, our business here at ZJ International, this business of network distribution of person-to-person marketing is all about leadership. Ladies, make no mistake about it, it's about leadership. It's about doing more than what the average person is willing to do. It's just about going the extra mile. It's about no matter how much we're knocked down, what the circumstances are, what happened 2 or 3 days ago, I can tell you, 3 days ago, I was knocked down big time. But it's about getting right back up, right? Pushing through, doing what needs to be done, making the adjustment, making the shift, getting right back on the horse and doing it again. And that's really what separates the winners from everybody else, is the people that ultimately succeed in anything. Forget about this business. I'm talking in anything. And I think we all know this. I'm really not saying anything that anybody on this call doesn't know, but it's always good for us to remind ourselves. I certainly need to be reminded. Anything that we're going to do, anything we're going to achieve, anything we're going to accomplish is ultimately going to be manifested based on us willing to do it and keep on doing it until it gets done. And each and every time we have a setback or a disappointment, we come to understand that each of those moments in time, each of those difficulties, those disappointments, those setbacks, each of them are opportunities for us to learn, get stronger, get better, and then when we do it again, we're just a little bit more refined. We just create a little bit more success. We just do it a little bit better than the last time. And that's really what separates those who go to the top, those who reach the highest levels of success, versus those that don't. Plain and simple. I can't put it in any other simpler terms. Now, is creating success an extra, let's talk practical things here that are important for people, like having a positive financial experience. Does creating an extra $1,000 or $2,000 or moving towards $5,000 a month, which is, of course, the first step towards $10,000, and $10,000 a month is the first step towards that becoming $20,000 a month. And of course, when we hit $20,000 a month, our horizons change, our vision changes, it expands. We then can see $50,000 a month and beyond. To hit that $2,000 to $5,000 per month is really nothing more than a mechanical process repeated over and over again consistently. Right? What do I mean by that? I mean that we don't have to be rocket scientists here. I am certainly not a rocket scientist. Some of you have met me. I have a grade 12 education. I didn't go on to higher learning, didn't go on to college. I did one semester of college, then dropped out. I forgot to mention that. I don't even count that, mind you. I did not go to university. I'm not suggesting anybody not do that. My kids are in university, and I think that's great. They can take some business courses and learn, and so forth. But what I am saying is that nothing can beat taking action. Absolutely nothing can beat action. Action, as I say often, and some of you have heard me say, action supersedes everything. Absolutely everything. Action will win everything. In fact, we beat about 80% of the people just by taking action. Let me repeat that because it's so critical. Just by actually putting one foot in front of the other and taking action, we've already surpassed 80% of the entire population. Think about that. We leave 80% of the entire planet behind us just because we actually took action. I mean, that's pretty good. I'm now in the top 20% just because I did one thing. And then being consistent with our actions. Being consistent with our actions, we take another 10% out of the game. We're now in the top 10% of the entire planet. With a little bit of work and a little bit of refinement, a little bit of personal growth meaning CDs and learning material so we can refine our skills a little bit, develop a couple of specialized skills for the business that we're in today, right? If we're a plumber, we have certain skills with plumbing. If we're a dentist, we have skills for, filling cavities and doing what we do with teeth. And if we're, a window installer, as I was, glass, we have skills in managing or handling glass. If we're a mechanic, we have skills to work on a car. If we're an office assistant, we have skills in doing what one would do as an office assistant, right? And we develop those skills and learn those skills and master those skills. If you're a network marketer, you develop and learn a few new skills. Not hard to do. Not hard to do. And just by developing those skills and practicing them just a little bit, and we've got all kinds of training to do that, you beat another 5%. You're now in the top 5% of the entire planet. That's how easy, that's how simple it is to get to the top. It always amazes me how many people fall short, knowing that we beat 80% of the people by taking action. We take on another 10% of the people by taking consistent action. We advance ourselves another 5% by working on a few skills. We're now in the top 5%. And it's in the top 5% where people are making some good money. And it's in that same top 5% that we've got people making extraordinary money. And it's in that top 5% where that half of 1% resides that's making spectacular money. Not the kind of money that allows you to buy toys. And listen, let me tell you, it's nice to have toys. There's a lot of people on this line that I heard during the pre-call who have very nice things. Nice cars, nice homes, nice clothes, nice watches, nice things. But you know what? Ask anybody who has a whole bunch of nice things after they have a whole bunch of nice things, and they will tell you. They will all tell you the same thing. Or let me say this, 99.9% of them will tell you this. All the people that have nice things will tell you that they get more fulfillment, they get more pleasure, they get more feeling of making a difference by utilizing what they've learned and what they've got and the resources they have to empower and inspire and move other people and help other people grow. Right? And help other people grow. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what network distribution is all about. That's what our business is all about. Our business is about moving, developing, empowering other people so that the best that they have to offer can be brought to the surface, so that they themselves can recognize their unique gifts and what it is that they can contribute, so that they can touch and empower other people. And in our business, you never really know what that looks like, but let me paint a picture of what that looks like. Oh, the products are wonderful here at VG International. Let me tell you, they're great. We've got great management. The company's got a great vision. We've got a great infrastructure. We have a great compensation program. But people developing success, what that really looks like is something like this. A person goes and talks to a friend of theirs, or an associate, even worse in some cases a family member. And they get rejected, and skeptical people, negative people. I've had plenty of them. In fact, I would challenge anybody to see if they've had as many negative or skeptical people come through their path as I've had. I can promise you, I can assure you, I've had my share. So is a lot of people. Now, my skin is a lot thicker these days, and it has virtually no effect on me. Virtually no effect at all. Because there's nothing they can give me, but I can give them everything. And you too can have that posture. You can have the same posture. But what I can tell you is that same person who spoke to a negative person, you know, they went on to speak to another person and somebody joined, Zija. They came on board, they used the product, they lost some weight. They had a great result on the XM Burn, the new product that we have that's just caught on. The fact that it's called XM Burn has nothing to do with the fact that this product has caught fire in the network. And the person that brought that person who lost weight ends up quitting or going inactive or not paying attention, but they leave that person that lost the weight behind. And the person that lost the weight tells a couple of their friends. I mean, this is how it happens. It happens like this all the time, ladies and gentlemen. We can go back to our faith and look at the leaders of our faith and the people that we worship or pray to or have faith in, and look at their upline. Where did they come from? Inactive people that may have not made a significant difference, but they spoke to someone who gave birth to someone who knew someone or whatever, and somewhere along the line, somebody of significance showed up and changed the world. I was just down in Georgia, and I had my DVD player with me, and I was watching the movie Lincoln. And it almost felt like I was right there at the time. I mean, the movie was, I feel it was really well done. But a man showed up and came from wherever he came from and all the disappointments and challenges that he had on his way to presidency and changed the world. Didn't change the United States, it changed the entire world. And so the person who brought the person who lost weight, who then told a couple friends who lost weight, speaks to another person who comes on board in the business and becomes a Zija leader. Becomes a diamond, a double diamond, triple diamond, black diamond, diamond elite, and builds an organization of 10, 20,000 people, and becomes a highly successful distributor, all because somebody else spoke to somebody who spoke to somebody. And so everybody on this line, don't take any of your actions for granted. A single action that you take today can manifest itself 3 months down the road, 6 months down the road in ways that you could not possibly imagine. You could not possibly envision. You can't see it. You cannot see it. Because it's part of the intangible. But some of the greatest things in the world happen on the intangible side. Now, the tangible side is great, but the intangible side is awesome. And the intangible side is where faith lies. I mean, that's where we do things but not really understand what the outcome is, but we do it on belief, we do it on faith. And just because we took that action and we stayed and we were consistent, we then reap the rewards of those actions we took. And so I say to everybody online tonight, don't ever sell yourself short. Don't let anybody else, maybe this is the most important part of the call, don't let anybody else ever sell you short. Don't ever let your own personal fears, insecurities, or anything else resonate with anybody else's negativity. I have plenty of them. I'm not immune to them. You know, my business is exploding in 50 countries, 10,000 people a month joining. Business is going through the roof. And I have my bad days. Make no mistake about that. But I never allow the tramp thoughts of another negative person and their views or beliefs or personal experiences to harmonize with my own personal challenges. I never allow that into my consciousness. Right? And that's also a skill. That's something we learn, we develop, we acquire over time. So that instead of us being enrolled by other people, we are casting a vision and enrolling them into our vision. And really, two things are happening on this planet, right? We're either being enrolled or we are enrolling. And quite frankly, I'm all for enrolling. So long as we're enrolling people into something good. Right? There's no point in sitting in the stands. A lot of people sit in the stands, and you can sit in the stands, but then we're really not playing the game at all. Right? So we can sit in the stands, or we can be the one that is enrolling. In ZJ International, in our business, we teach people how to be enrollers. We teach people how to be leaders, how to present a vision, how to project a vision, and how to be that person that others want to be a part of, that others want to be with, that others want to be around. That's what our business is all about. If you're a guest on the line tonight, I invite you to explore the possibilities over here at CG International. I promise you this, you're going to love the products. There's no question. You will love these products. These products will make a difference not only for you, but for people that you share them with. You will absolutely love the training and support systems we have in place. This is just one example. It's a small example, but one example. And you will love everything that we do, and more important, you'll love the vision of the company, more importantly, where we're going. There's more information about that. We have a big tour that's going on. Although I will be in Israel next week, I will be doing a conference call from Jerusalem next week sometime. And I'm going there for just a little bit of personal development also. And yes, we will be opening Israel at some point in the future for those that are interested in having an organization there. I mean, wouldn't it be great to have a reason to go there and have the money to go? Absolutely. I'd probably answer that question for a lot of people on this line. So there's a lot of good things going on. If you're a guest tonight, welcome. I want you to get back to the person who invited you, get your questions answered. We're here to assist you. We're here to help you. If you're a team leader or ZJ business partner online tonight, right, set your sail. We got November. We're moving into the holiday season. Great things are coming, and we will be off and running in January 2014. I've got some big goals in the new year in terms of helping others to have success and advancing the overall momentum of the company. With my contribution, I'm sure other leaders have that same goal. And I wish everybody a prosperous week and a prosperous last 60 days of 2013. Thank you for joining us on Millionaires in Training. My name is David Moses, independent distributor with Zija International. Thank you. The lines are open.
Fantastic call, David, and great show from American Canyon, California. Wow, Diane, that's pretty good. Thank you, David.
This is David. We're on Pleasure to Minnetonka. From Mango, David, Rio, Logan, Detroit, Michigan. Great call.
Great call, Becky Wagner, in Philadelphia, Ohio. Thank you.
Great call, David. South Kirkland, Montgomery, Alabama.
Tanya Bridges, Atlanta, Georgia. Great call.